open world games. You need me to define what an open world game is. Oh boy, are you in the right place? Because Webster's 1828 says that an open world video game is a game that has a non-linear path and you can go wherever you want. Now there's a little debate on when open world video games actually got their start, but for me, it's the year of our Lord, 1996, and the first video game that's truly open world just got released, Mario 64. Some people ask, why was Mario 64 so good? I mean, it was just a game with a bunch of pixels on the screen. Like, it doesn't even have the signature Mario man himself, Chris Pratt. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want, wherever you want. It was truly a Mario masterpiece. Next thing you know, open world games start popping out left and right. Bam, Banjo-Kazooie. Bam, Ocarina of Time. Bam, Banjo-Tooie. Bam, Donkey Kong 64. I mean, with games like this left and right, what's next? I'll tell you. The year is 2001. Now, a little indie project just came out called Grand Theft Auto 3. Now, this is the third Grand Theft Auto game. And you might be asking yourself, what's Grand Theft Auto? Well, it's just the open world game. If you think of an open world game, you're thinking first of Grand Theft Auto. You can't even make an open world game that's set in any city without someone being, oh, it's a GTA clone. But I mean, like, aren't we all? A little bigger indie project by Rockstar came out, Grand Theft Auto 5. It was so hyped up that the day it dropped, over 50% of Americans took off their job. Now that's a real statistic. You can look it up right here. Here's my source.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. That's a real source. The source is I made it up. Anyway, make sure to like and subscribe.
I mean, Rockstar is really synonymous when it comes to open world. You really just can't bring one up and not talk about the other. It's just like mac and cheese, or peanut butter and jelly, or the CIA and the assassination of JFK. Rip my boy JFK. I just know he would have loved to play Mario 64. In 2002, Bethesda and my boy Todd Howard, they came out with a game called Morrowind. And now this was the first, like, truly RPG game. You know, I'm talking about, like, you could just sit there and you could truly do whatever you want. You want to get married? You can do that. Want to go on a rampage and kill everyone? Go ahead. And then you want a quick save and say you didn't murder everyone? Go ahead. You want to cause a kid's parents' marriage to end in divorce? You can do that. All power to you. In the words of Todd Howard himself, it just works. 2011, the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, and God decides to bless us with one of the greatest games of all time, Minecraft. Now this is the truest definition of an open world game. I mean, the game is just beautiful. Let's have a moment of silence for all that Minecraft does right. Now, I hear you asking even more questions like, why am I here? How did I get into your house? Why am I talking about open world games? Why won't you leave? And does anyone make any good open world games anymore? And let me just tell you, let's just jump right into all those. Open world games are good. Some open world games, not so good. So let's talk about two current examples and talk about how one innovates and one just like to stick to the trends. Now the first game that I'm going to be talking about is a series of games. And when I say it needs no introduction, it needs no introduction. Halo. Now, I'm a big Halo fan. I was hyped for Halo. You know, I'm a big Halo guy, as I said earlier. You know, I heard that Halo was going to be open world. I'm like, what? Halo? Open world? I mean, Halo is known for having one non-linear mission. And it was pretty good. It was Halo 3 ODST, you know, you get to walk around, decide what you want to do. But still, it has, the majority of it is non-linear or linear. So, why all of a sudden all the change? When you think of the Halo games, you think of innovation. The first one was the first game to actually shoot with Joy-Cons. Like, that was the first game. That was the first first-person shooter ever to use the actual controller and make it actually a workable shooter. The second one, they brought Xbox Live. That's huge. That's like the first, like, major gaming online with your homies. That was Goat Talk. And then the third one, they brought Forge, and Forge is great. You can do anything you want, truly creative, almost open world itself. And so whenever I hear that Halo is going to be an open world, first off, I'm thinking, great, they're going to innovate it. But sadly, it's not what happened. The game, whenever it came out, was fun while it lasted. But afterwards, I was just sitting there, and I'm like, this doesn't live up to the Halo standard. Halo opens up, and it looks like it's going to be an amazing game. The main boss looks so cool. He smacks around Mr. Chief, Mr. Halo, as you like to call him. But once you get out into the real world, you realize this is boring. This whole map, everything is just green. I mean, I'm just around here just like, what do I do? The entire area is just a green forest. You'll never get lost in it. Like, I'll be walking, and it's literally just point A to point B. There's nothing that special. I'll never be like, all right, I'm gonna go this area, and then I'm halfway there, and I'm like, whoa, that looks cool. I'm gonna go check it out. No, it's all boring. It's practically, at this point, the open world is just there to be padding time. Now, let's talk about another open world game that gets it right. In this game, it needs no introduction. This game is beautiful, and I mean beautiful. The open world is vibrant. I mean, I'm talking, I load First Street into the world, and I'm like, oh, you're supposed to go this way. I tell you, I turn myself straight around, and I start going that way. I'm 50 hours into the game, and I don't even know who the first boss is. I'm talking, I just got lost. All I could think about was this game whenever it came out. This game, it truly knew how to craft an open world. I mean, just look at its map. Now you're gonna notice one thing. There's no objectives on this map. And you might be asking yourself, what does that mean? This means you have to explore. You think there's a boss? You gotta go find it. You think there's something really cool? Go out there and look at it. I'm just walking down the road, and then I just see a ravine, But then I'm looking at the ravine, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. But then I see there's stairs. So next thing you know, I'm hopping down these stairs. Then I look down, and bam, Jarburg. Literally an entire area that is ruled by jars. How cool is that? I love exploring, If I see a big old cliff, I'm gonna go jump off it. Wait, not like that. There's nothing like this game's player choice. You wanna skip this boss? Go ahead. You wanna go to the hardest boss in the entire game and fight it with just a club and nothing else? Go on ahead. There's a speedrunning category for that. This open world is so good because it has no hand-holding. Literally, it throws you out there and it says, now, this is your story. You go do your story. And that's really what makes the game so good. You get to do whatever you want. Games like this make me happy to be a gamer. Anyway, so that's all I got. So thanks for watching. And as always, thank the lunch lady. She works really hard and she has to deal with a lot of evil kids. She probably doesn't get paid that well. So just thank her.